I'm back.
Welcome.
I know I've been gone for a bit. I think the last time I even did one of these was in 2019. But I'm back, and that's all that matters. And I'm ready to talk Yankees again and talk about this season and how terribly frustrating it has been and underwhelming it has been. But I've been watching pretty much every game and turning it off angrily after a lot of them. So let's get into it. As you know, the Yankees have had one of the most underwhelming seasons in a very long time. Even when they had like the 100 wins or 90 win seasons, they came up short in the playoffs, and it became like a underwhelming season because they didn't win at all. But this has been like they're not even winning the regular season bad. Yeah, they're on a hot streak right now. They're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat, except for yesterday, but that's neither here nor there. It's just been absolutely gut wrenching watching this team. Nothing is ever easy. Every game is an absolute nail biter. Even when they have laughers going into the eighth, ninth inning, you have zero confidence in that bullpen. Still don't really have any confidence in that bullpen. But I'm trying to stay positive. They're only still 2 games out of the second wild card position and only 3 for the Oakland A's spot. They play the Oakland A's at the end of this season. I mean, the end of this month, actually. So that's going to be a huge, huge series against them. And it's in Oakland, which the Yankees don't tend to do too well over there. But I'm staying positive. Now, I do have a lot to say about things that are going on currently. For one, the Yankees injury plague has just been I don't know who has a voodoo doll of the Yankees and just decides to give the Yankees injuries at the worst times. Like you're finally getting hot, and now between COVID and injuries, it's just been all downhill. The Yankees IL may be better than the Yankees team that's on the field every day. And that's just the honest truth. Like you can't just can't be happen. This can't just continue to happen. This has constantly happened for the past 3 or 4 years, and it's just like next man up. But that's done. There's no next man up, and the Yankees still are putting on a solid team on the field, but it's just very frustrating to see year in and year out. But up until this point, I believe the Yankees are sitting at 11 games over 500, 62 and 51. So some things I guess I have to catch up on and recap, right? Obviously, it's been an underwhelming season. They're finally starting to come around. They're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. They're finally closing out games. They they got 2 really big names during the trade deadline, which was awesome. I was super excited about it. But I'm starting to get a little concerned. Now, I understand what Joey Gallo. So the 2 acquisitions were Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo, right? Anthony Rizzo lights it up in the first few games. He absolutely was the reason that the Yankees were able to beat the Marlins, and his defense has been a gem. It's been a treat to watch, having a first baseman with that kind of talent. I haven't seen a Yankee first baseman like that since Mark Teixeira, and that's been quite a while now. So having him at first base obviously makes the team better defensively because you have a finalist Gold Glover in Gio Urshela. You have a Gold Glover with DJ LeMahieu. You have a Gold Glover with Anthony Rizzo, and then you have Gleyber Torres, who has definitely improved defensively on the field throughout the season, but I believe that Anthony Rizzo is only going to make him better. Now, I do know that he's on the injured list with a sprained thumb, but I have a good reason to not have to sign to instead of signing one of these free agent shortstops this offseason. I think that you stick with Glaber and you just sign Rizzo. You're getting a lefty bat. I understand that the Dodgers have Trey Turner and Corey Seager in shortstop. Like, it makes no sense to have those two guys there. Corey Seager's going to be a free agent. Trey Turner, I think he has another year on his contract before he becomes one. So the Dodgers did a great job because now you have a trade piece in Trey Turner to get some pieces back if you really want to, and you could re-sign Corey Seager, or they could stay with Trey Turner and then save money on however much they would have to spend on Corey Seager. Now, if the Yankees don't get Corey Seager, which is what everybody wanted, I want Corey Seager from last year. Obviously, the shortened season, the postseason, he was the MVP. He was amazing. Lefty, great glove, good at the top of the lineup. You can't say no to that, right? But Gleyber Torres, we all know, has the ability to have a phenomenal bat. We've seen it 2 years ago, but obviously there's been a decline in the past 2 seasons. I believe it's because him and DJ were starting to try to try to, get the ball on the ground a little more and you'll find the holes. But Gleyber wasn't successful that way. Gleyber is definitely a contact hitter with power, even though that's not his game. He's a contact hitter. He's just got to lift the ball. It's been showing in the past couple days before he got injured. He can be a top quality shortstop. You have him under control forever. Well, not forever, but for a while. He's super young. He's only 23. And then if you don't have to pay as much money for a first baseman in Rizzo as you are going to have to pay for a shortstop, especially because Rizzo is older. It's a first base position, which it is important, but it's not as important as having somebody lead the infield at shortstop. So yeah, I really think they should try to give some money to Rizzo, throw the bag at Rizzo, keep that left-handed bat, keep a great eye at the top of the lineup. He could be a leadoff hitter because I'm tired of the Aaron Hicks project. I'm sorry. I'm just over that contract. I know he can be decent when he's on the field, and I say decent because he really hasn't been all that since 2017. It's nice to have a switch hitter. It's nice to have a center fielder, but he doesn't really have a great arm. Anyway, so he's going to be our center fielder for the next 4 years anyway, but I'm just saying, I'd rather just have Anthony Rizzo at the top of the lineup. So yeah, I really think that would be a good idea. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel like that's a solid idea for the Yankees. It's a smart idea. Let's see what they do with Gary Sanchez. You don't have, and then you do still have Jason Dominguez, the Martian. He's in our minor system, and that's supposed to be our center fielder of the future. That's the Mike Trout, the Dominican Mike Trout. So let's see how that pans out. So Aaron Hicks, I know he's not going anywhere. Nobody's picking up that contract, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic. So yeah, so they got Anthony Rizzo at the deadline, which was awesome. I really enjoy him. Joey Gallo though. So I understand Joey Gallo's play, right? He's very much like Giancarlo Stanton, where he's either gonna mash it or he's gonna strike out, and I get it. He had a really big three hit game with a three run blast that put the Yankees into the lead. He's the reason that they won that game against the Orioles, I believe it was the Orioles, and that was cool. But as much as he's playing to Yankee Stadium, he's not doing well. He's batting, I think, 212. He came in with a 217 batting average. Now he's batting 212. He strikes out, obviously, a lot. Again, we understood that was his game. He's fantastic in the outfield. I love that we have that glove and arm in the outfield. Our left field, right field situation is amazing. But I need to see something from him. I need to see him get a mammoth home run. I need to see him start to flex his muscles a little bit because he strikes out on sinkers away or sliders away so often. It's just like watching Giancarlo swing and miss at sliders or breaking balls down and away or in the dirt. Like, there's just so much that the Yankees need to work on, but that's the team. This is who they are, right? So just kind of got to accept it. But Joey Gallo, I need to see some more from him for sure. It's not a small sample size anymore. It's been a few games since the deadline, so hopefully, he starts to go on a tear, because I do like that trade. I think it was good, it was smart, but gotta see something, and I haven't seen it other than that one game. What else has been going on with the Yankees other than those things? I mean, I complain a lot. I complain a lot. Aroldis Chapman, I don't know. There's still so many question marks ever since the sticky stuff situation with Garrett Cole, and I honestly believe Aroldis Chapman needed it too, because he's just been absolutely wild, and that makes sense that he would need something to try to give more control to the ball, considering he's throwing 102, 103 mile an hour fastballs. But he seems broken. Johnny Lasagna has been fantastic, other than that game against the Red Sox, which that's a series I don't ever want to remember. Just not being able to close out. Zach Britton. People complain about Zach Britton because he can't throw strikes, and obviously it showed with the game against the Royals and games prior to that after he came off the IL. But that's kind of how he pitches. He's a ground ball pitcher. When you're a ground ball pitcher, you're throwing things that are going to drop out of the strike zone. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want people chasing. It's just the kind of pitcher he is. Yes, he has to improve, but I don't understand all the hoopla, especially that I see on the internet about him. Who else is in that bullpen? Wandy Peralta, serviceable. Luis Cesa's gone. Holmes has been a beast. We got him from the Pirates. Who else? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm back. It was just like a quick recap video that I wanted to do, because it's obviously been more. It's like 110 games that the Yankees are in already. I haven't done one podcast since 2019 or since they got Garrett Cole, basically. So I'm just hoping the Yankees can at least make the wild card and give us something, because at least they're fun again. But with everybody on the IL, with our starting pitching being completely depleted minus Jameson Tyone, it's just been it's been super underwhelming. So, but yeah, hope like I said, hoping to be more consistent with this. I love doing this. The Yankees are obviously my passion, so I really, really want to continue this. I really need to be on the ball with it, and I really appreciate whoever actually watches these. And if you don't watch it, it's fine. I do it for my own entertainment. So, but thank you, and let's go Yankees.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that.